All right, so in today's world, there's a lot of hustle culture going on. Is that biblical or not? That's my question. That's the question I have in this video that I'm going to answer. Well, almost everybody in the world knows about the story of the tortoise and the hare. The hare obviously is way faster than the tortoise, but the tortoise won the race. How? Well, the hare went like crazy and just ran like extremely fast and got really tired and rested and went to rest and relax. But the tortoise went slow and steady, but he kept going and going and going and going. Didn't stop. And then the hare was like, oh shoot, I rested for too long. Let me get up and rush to the finish line. But he didn't make it. The tortoise went to the finish line before the hare did and lost the race. So, no, hustle culture is not biblical at all. And I got some verses for you here. We're in Isaiah chapter 28, and we're going to verse 10. Or actually, let's go to verse 9. So, Isaiah 28 and verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk, and drawn from the breasts. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little, there a little. I work at a warehouse, and when I first started working there, I was terrible at the job. Awful. Not good at the job whatsoever. But I got a little bit better. And then 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 I got a little bit better. Then I went from not being good at all to being decent, being okay. Then I got a little bit better. And then I got a little bit better. Then I got a little bit better. And then I got a little bit better. And I'm now somewhat decent, pretty decent at the job. You could say good. And then I got a little bit better. And then I got a little bit better. And then I got a little bit better. And my focus was not on 5 steps ahead of me or 10 steps ahead. My focus was on the next step. And constantly, what is the next step? And then after I get that step down, what is the next step? And after I get that step down, what is the next step? For precept must be upon precept. Precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. I also have worked out at the gym consistently, probably about 5 years of consistently working out at the gym. And what I've done is I pick a certain weight with whatever lift I'm doing. Let's just say bench press. 45, 25, and a 5. And I do that until I can't do anymore. I fail. Then when I fail, I do it 2 more times. And I do that for any lift. I go until I can't go anymore. And then I do 2 more. And I've done that consistently over an extremely long period of time. And I can max 230 on bench press. I do 60 pounds on shoulder press here. So what I'm teaching is not invalid. I have proof. So And what's crazy about that is that I'm pretty sure anybody has heard the phrase, weight doesn't matter or reps don't matter if you're involved in the gym community or working out community. But it doesn't. Because if you think about the weight, well, I do this weight and this amount of reps. Okay, did you go to failure? Did you get better? How do you know that you got better? If you're focused on the weight and the reps, well, what if the reps are too much? If you're, well, I'm going to do 10 reps. Well, what if that's too many reps? You can't get that much reps with the weight that you're doing. Well, what if that's not enough reps? What if you can do 15 reps with that weight? What matters is what can you do, and then fail, and then do a little bit more. If you do that, you can grow. You can get better and better and better and better. But if you focus on the outcome or you focus on the outside things, you focus on what is going to get out, what you're going to get out of it, or you wanting to do a certain weight or wanting to do a certain amount of reps, that doesn't do anything. It doesn't. You need, or precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little, there a little. For with, this is verse 11 in Isaiah 28, for with stampering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people, to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith he may cause the weary to rest. And this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. But the word of the Lord was upon them, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they might go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken. Yeah. So, I don't believe in hustle culture at all. I believe in what I just taught you. That is what Christians should be doing. And even if you're not a Christian, do it. It works. It works. And it works very well. So, yeah. Get better. Get a little bit better. A little bit better. A little bit better. And I don't care what it is. Your job, you're working out, if you play sports, whatever it is in your life, just get a little bit better.